Shalom on this cold, crisp August morning. It's the last week of August. Next week we're starting school and all that good stuff, so I'm just burning some boxes and paper and stuff that we've had around. And here's another reality of living out here is wood. My husband split all of this. This is actually stuff we had last year. It was all stacked up against, this is the back of the house and our lovely snow blower. I don't think we used it at all last year. I don't remember. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so it was stacked there. So I pulled it all out, put the small stuff there and the big stuff here. So he's pretty much split all the big stuff, but there's still some stuff that's just a smidge. It's not too long for the stove, but it's really hard for me to get in the stove. So he's gonna trim some of them, and then he's gonna build a little thing this year. Hopefully we'll be able to get it done before the snow comes, instead of stacking it up against the house, because someday we might expand there. So that'd be kind of nice to have that out there. So once he gets that built, then we'll be stacking this, me and the kiddos. And I'm just gonna probably head down and show you a little bit of the garden once I get some more of this stuff burnt. But yeah. Got some blackberries, which is kind of nice. I put the tents back on for the peppers. Now, I don't think I'm going to get anything because they just really started blossoming, and we really don't have any beneficial insects coming up here. I think it rained so much that it just kind of messed everything up this year. But I was in the other day and dug up all the potatoes, which I wasn't planning on doing, but the ducks got in and they were destroying everything, so I decided to just get in there and pull them all up, which is a good thing because last year I waited until the plants died and I ended up with a bunch of slug damage. But this year, no slug damage at all, and the potatoes were nice and big. I'll show you what we got. We didn't have very many plants because the ducks got in initially and destroyed them. But you can see they squashed my strawberries. And but yeah, you see videos of people saying that ducks are great to have in your gardens because they won't bother your garden, but that's not true. They will if they have a chance. That's why we have the fencing and everything up. I still didn't dig out my sweet potatoes. I'm gonna wait on them. I kind of stuck my finger in to see what was in there, and they're small. They're probably not gonna get much bigger, but I'm gonna wait anyway. And these are those peas I planted. They're starting to kind of fall over, but I gotta train them to go up on these here, hopefully is the plan. But they're doing good. We might get another few peas, and the carrots are coming up nice as well, which is cool. Let's see. You probably can't see. There's a few apples on the trees, but I don't think they're really gonna turn into anything. I don't think I'm gonna do okra next year. We didn't really get much of anything on those. It might have just been too cold, too wet. But the tomatoes, I mean, they put on a lot the first round. This is the first round of tomatoes. They're not getting very big, and this is the end of August, so I'm probably only going to get one picking when I usually get several. These are the Brandywine, and so far I've gotten 3 tomatoes off of them. So I'm going to save, this was the plant that produced the most tomatoes, this middle one. I'm going to save the seeds from this. Now, the tomatoes, ooh, big truck. The tomatoes aren't ripe yet, so I'm trying to ripen them in the house because I didn't want them to get destroyed. The herb garden did okay, even still. Usually this is full completely. But the stevia took off and is doing good. But yeah, this is usually full of herbs, and it didn't do much of anything. Sneaky duck house, silly dog. The ducks also got into this patch and nearly destroyed it, but I caught her soon enough, so they're flowering again. We might get a few more off of that. Okay, so now the peas are gone, done. I'll probably just trim them off, leave the roots in. I shouldn't say they're done because there's still some that are trying to do something, but I don't think. But volunteer tomato plant. This patch of beans right here, the ducks got in and destroyed them all. They're pretty much done anyway. Yeah, so I just tore them all out. Some more tomato plants. Nothing like these tomato plants probably did the best because they were planted earliest. But again, still, they're not ripening. I had a little tiny Tim plant that decided to grow there. And a few carrots coming up, so that's cool. But I don't know. It just depends now on when the frost decides to rear its ugly head. A sad little pepper plant. It's not going to do anything, but yeah, these did really well, and there's lots of potatoes, but they're small from what I can tell so far. I should have another couple of weeks with these in the ground, I'm hoping. But that's that for now. Not great because most of the summer it rained. It rained and rained and rained. And I think these are starting to turn, and the leaves will probably fall off, but we got to figure out where we're going to plant these poor things. I don't want to wait another summer. I like to plant them in the fall, so. Anyway, that's that for the garden. Have a good day, guys. Bye. These are the potatoes we got out of the small little area. We had maybe a total of 10 potato plants that survived. This is our big one. Yeah. And a good majority of the red potatoes were really big. The white potatoes, this is all we got, were these little ones. These the red one, obviously. And this is from the ducks. That picking. Yeah, from the ducks. But yeah, so the red potatoes did a lot better. I think I might just stick with red potatoes because I think our red potatoes did better last year too. And hopefully we'll have a bigger spot to plant them in next year because we do eat a lot of potato. So we got about, I think about a 5-pound bag of potatoes, I would say.
5 pounds?
Yeah, so, you know, that'll do us for a little bit. I like to can the potatoes, but I'm not going to get the canner out just for a few potatoes. So hopefully next year we'll do better on that one. Still good with the destruction and all the rain that we had. We still did all right. So anyway, those are the potatoes. Thanks, guys. If you watch to the end, if you could like and subscribe if you haven't already, that would be great. Thanks, guys. Shalom. Bye.